folks, welcome back to my channel again for some more good information. This video is going to be on the Fishman Ellipse, and I always screw up and call that eclipse, but it's ellipse. The Fishman Ellipse preamp bridge pickup with a condenser mic built inside the hole, and you, as I said on other videos, can blend between those two. And I'm going to show you inside of it later on. Right now I have it set for a fairly clean sound. It duplicates the sound of this guitar very, very closely when you get the right blend between those two, the condenser mic and the saddle pickup. And there's a shitload of other stuff that we'll get into too, that you know, your amp or your sound system, whatever you use this device through, of course, has to be adjusted to get the proper sound. But I'm just going to piddle around here and try to play some stuff. Had some bad luck. Yeah, so you know, I mashed my thumb. It's all blue and busted a knuckle, and got my head knocked up a little bit. And so it's a little bit hard to play like this, but bear with me. I'm just going to piddle around and try to show you what this thing sounds like and some of the things it's capable of. Get that glare out of your eyes, maybe it'll help. Like I say, right now I've got it set really close to a clean sound that almost exactly replicates the sound of this guitar. The guitar strings are shot. They've been on there over a week and have been played a lot. Trying to get over all this fractions and breaks and stuff and play through that's kind of difficult. Anyway, back to the Fishman Ellipse system. I believe every acoustic guitar player that's serious about his playing should check these out and invest in them. They make several different models. This is the Eclipse. They make a Fishman Aurora and a whole bunch of different ones with only bridge saddles. I haven't tried those. This is the only one I've tried, and I absolutely love it. It has some bad points, which I will explain to you. Well, only one. But anyway, I'm just going to mess around here and let you hear what it sounds like. Everything you're hearing other than my voice is coming through with this pickup. I have a little amp set here, which I'll show you in a few minutes. Also going to show you some licks, some Bryan Sutton little triplet things that he does an awful lot of. You got to really hone in on his picking to hear that stuff. But he does it, and it's really tough stuff to do. But anyway, the pickup. I'm just going to mess around and let you judge for yourself. Really true, good sound all the way down. It sounds a lot like this guitar does, mic'd. setting. But you can hear it's got a fairly true sound, a very true sound. I'm set right now. I always lean more toward this little condenser mic, and I'm going to show you all this stuff inside of here. Bridge saddle pickups, to me, they don't reproduce the true acoustic sound of any guitar. Saddle pickups, to my ear, has a certain sound about them. I can hear someone playing through one of those, and you just know what it is. You know it's not mic'd. But with this system, with the mic, I lean more toward the mic. There's a blend inside of here. You can blend between the mic and the saddle pickup, which is really cool. So I lean more toward the mic sound. And there's also a phase button right here. I'll let you hear the difference in that in a minute. It switches the phase between the saddle and the mic. So I'm going to do that now. I'll play a few chords. Now, here's the phase shift between the mic and the pickup. You can hear that difference. Excuse my playing, because like I say, my hands and head and stuff's been beat to hell. It's a miracle I can play it all right now. So overlook that. Focus on the pickup. But you hear that. And here's the phase change. Phase change. That sounds truer to me for this guitar. So okay, I'm going to go to only the mic. This is only the mic by itself, the condenser mic here in the hole. And then here it is again. That one just sounds truer to me. Up the neck. Okay, I'm going to go to the saddle pickup only, with no mic. See, my ear detects that. I can tell 100 miles away when I hear an acoustic guitar. If it's playing through any saddle pickup, it's just got that funky, it's a shitty sound, is what it is. Okay, I'm going to switch the phase on that with just this saddle. Getting a little feedback from that, but now listen to the change between the saddle. We're on the saddle right now. Listen to the change when I slide the slider to the mic. If I can find it. That's the mic. That's the saddle. Feedback for some reason. Okay, hold on a second. I'm going to change some settings on the amp and show you some other things you can do with this, and then I'll show you inside. It's got a battery pack in there, and the preamp system, and some wiring, and of course the bridge saddle, the saddle pickup rather. Obviously it's not going to sound like an electric guitar because it's an acoustic, but just to give you an idea of some of the crazy shit you can do with this. latch on distortion. I'll crank that back a little bit. See what I mean? Well, I forget all that stuff right now, but you get the idea. Now that's on the saddle pickup. Of course, the mic with a setting like this, you get all kinds of feedback. There you go already. I can't even blend it at all. It's a really wide variety of sounds that you can get just out of the pickup, and you know what the settings on your amp, it just adds to that. It's a whole lot of things that you can really change drastically. Loud so the amp will overpower the guitar, and you can hear what's happening on the camera. Don't have any sound equipment hooked up. The only thing I have is a microcube amp here. No mics, anything. The mic on the camera is it's what's picking it up. This is a different sound. So there's a whole bunch of different things that you can do with the pickup and the sound system you decide to use. I'm going to show you now what it's made out of, and we'll talk about it a little bit. I'll tell you what I like about it and the one thing I found I don't like. So hold on. Here's another pretty cool sound I managed to jerk out of the amp. This is not like the first acoustic sound I had. This is the pickup and the mic together. It's just a different sound from the first one I showed you. Here's the mic. pickup, the saddle pickup. Doing Black Oak, Arkansas. Just so much stuff you can do with it that you can't do with, well, I guess you could do it with a microphone if you wanted to fight the feedback and all of this, but hang on, let me get back to what I prefer as the best acoustic setting. Hold on. Okay, we're back to what I like, the acoustic sound that I like, the setting, the way I usually keep it set. Just wanted to show you, you may have liked the other acoustic setting better. This is no reverb, no mics, no sound equipment or anything, just the pickup and the amp. I have a little bit too much treble on that, but I wanted to go back to that, let you hear it one more time before I unhook this stuff so I can show you, and we'll talk about the inside, all the stuff that comes with the system, and how it goes about installing. It's fairly easy to install. Let me get some of this stuff unhooked and I'll show you what it consists of. By the way, here's the guitar with all the electric stuff turned off. If I could play it. But you can hear, you know, the strings are shot, but you can compare this with what you just heard. Okay, let me get unhooked and I'll show you the guts. There's a volume slider. There's a trim, a little trim pot potentiometer over there you can adjust with a screwdriver. If you want your blend slide, let me find it. Hang on. There's the blending slider between the mic and the bridge pickup. Like I say, there's a trim over here. You can set that in the middle, set the blending of the two in the middle, and then adjust your trim on, you know, if you want it dead balanced or if you want to lean more toward the mic the way I do. There's the phase button, and that tiny button that you see right there is the only thing I don't like. That thing vibrates, either that vibrates or it has magnets in there to mount it, and they're enclosed in plastic, the magnets are. And I'm thinking it may be those magnets that are vibrating. Every now and again I hear that noise. The mic picks it up sometimes. It sounds like distortion when you don't want it. That's one of the things I think Fishman really needs to address, because it's very annoying when it does that. I've tried stuffing cotton in it. Wish I could get you a better shot. The camera won't focus on it that close. Anyway, I don't know if it's that little tiny button that vibrates. I can touch it, just barely touch it, and the vibration goes away. And I can also touch where the magnet in the back there is, and it also goes away. The system mounts with adhesive. You just peel it and stick it. It sets up again your X bracing. Didn't change the sound of the guitar whatsoever. Let me get situated here. I'll show you the mic. There is the condenser mic that you heard. It just wraps around. It's on like a gooseneck type of thing, so you can move it around. I have it pointed, you know, in the direction of the fretboard. Actually, it's pointed right at the 12th fret. It seems to be the best place to mic most acoustic guitars. And I've moved that mic all over the place, and that seems to be the best sound. If you look, if you can see this, bear with me. There is a battery pack up there. Also sticks with double-sided adhesive tape of some type. It takes a 9-volt battery. You know, that worked out pretty well. I stuck it up in here because that's where the directions recommended you stick it. There, maybe you can see it. There's a 9-volt battery there. That little condenser mic's awesome, man. Okay, so hang on, let me show you the wiring. They give you these wiring little stick-on things. You run your wiring through. I think there's another one. Yeah, right there. Try to keep all those out of the way. It's already wired up and everything. You just stick those in there and route your wires through them. And again, they recommended routing them around in the top of the guitar, or, you know, where you couldn't see it. On the back of the guitar, you get this. If I can find it. That's just a plug to hook your cord into. I had to drill that out. That was kind of painful on this guitar, but it comes with a strap button too. That actually just screws off. That's the strap button itself. All that is just a strap button. This is your actual plug. Yeah, I like it. It's really nice. I love so many different sounds that you can get out of it. Wish I could get you a better picture, man. It wants to focus on the strings instead of the... Oh, here we go. I know it's upside down, but it's the best I can do, people, under these conditions. There's the trim control I told you about. That is your volume slider. There's the phase button, changes the phase between the two. And there's the blend. Actually, that's the volume. I'm sorry. This is the blend slider. And the only complaint I have, if you can see this button right here, you can even hear it. I mean, it vibrates and makes noise, but that's my only complaint. Other than that, I think it's great. I love it. It's good for recording. I did some recording and it sounded as good as most mics I have recorded through. Sounds good through the sound system or through an amp. This system, I think it ran me like, I don't remember, $250 or so. I've seen them. The Auroras, I believe, are like $360 or something like that. And they don't come with the condenser mic. So if you want this thing, you know, the blend system, it's called the Fishman Ellipse. It's a preamp. It's got a preamp built into it. By the way, here's the amp I was using. It's a Roland microcube amp. It's fairly small in size. It's probably not an amp you would want to perform with, but you might, you know, I don't know what you like, but there's a shot of the controls. It's a good little amp. You know, you could probably mic it and get your coming out of the line out and get the sounds you like. Okay, hang on, I'm going to show you the licks now. I hope you've enjoyed this video and maybe got something out of it. Learned something about the Fishman Ellipse preamp system. I love it, man. I absolutely love it. Other than that little buzz from the switch or the magnets or whatever that is. The mounting bracket mounts on with adhesive, as I said, and it has two magnets in each end of it, so you can stick like a car key in there and twist, or a pick actually, not a car key. There's a place in there you stick a pick into and twist, and it separates the system from the mounting bracket. You know, I guess if you have to get in there and work on anything or whatever without having to take the adhesive loose and then end up having to put double sticky tape, double-sided tape on it or whatever. But those magnets, if that's what that is, vibrating, or Fishman really needs to address that, because you know, that shouldn't be happening. The mic, like I said, picks it up. I never noticed it in the pickup so bad, but you know, I'm sure you could track it down. I will eventually. Next time I have strings off, I'm going to find what it is and fix it. I put cotton in underneath the cap on the button. I thought that helped. It seemed to help for a while. But I really think it's those magnets just vibrating around in that enclosed plastic place where they are. Alright, on to the Bryan Sutton licks. The very first thing I did on this video, we're going to talk about Bryan Sutton's triplets. He does a shitload of that stuff. And it's hard to hear because, you know, the guitar is not really an instrument that's easy to hear in a full-blown band. Anyway, the first thing I did on this video, the very first thing, I started the song with a... that. I need to zoom in here so you can see what's happening, if I can. I'm doing it in C, obviously. So I'm starting on the 5th string, 3rd fret, walking back to the 5th string on the 2nd fret, then the 6th string on the 5th fret. Let me just do it really slow a few times. I'm actually starting on the 5th string, 2nd fret, I'm sorry. You can do it, you know, it doesn't have to be on those strings, you can do it on any string. The picking pattern on that, I normally don't, hold on, let me get you another angle here. Maybe I can just move and show you. I'm playing down on that first note on the 5th string on the 2nd fret. That starts the whole thing with a down beat. I'm 5th and 6th strings coming up on both notes, and the last note picking down. So that's Bryan uses that lick an awful lot in a lot of stuff, and like I say, it's hard to hear on a lot of things. He uses that same picking pattern and does that. I'm just noting the 2nd string, 1st fret, 2nd fret, 1st fret, 3rd string on the 3rd, 3rd string open. The picking pattern is the same on that as the one I just showed you. Here's another lick Bryan Sutton does. He uses that, let's see. I'm barring 1, 2, and 3 at the 3rd fret, and noting the 3rd string at the 5th fret, and picking all 3 up, and then hammering the 3rd string from the 3rd fret to the 4th. And then hitting it open. That's the licks I wanted to show you. Hang on a second, let me regroup here and gather my thoughts. It's a small collection, so it won't take very long. So there you go, a little bit of information on the Fishman Ellipse system. I hope that really helps someone, and I encourage you, if you're a serious bluegrass guitar player or a serious acoustic guitar player, you probably would like this very much. It's definitely worth the money. It's a little bit steep, but I don't know about the other, the Aurora, Fishman Aurora. I haven't tried that yet. I may stick that in another guitar and try it. Anyway, there's you 3 tips on Bryan Sutton's stuff. I'm going to do a video real soon with a shitload of licks. A shitload. Just a whole lot of licks and riffs and things that you can hopefully use something out of. I may call it a bag of licks or riffs or something. I don't know what I'll call it yet, but that's coming up on my channel, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to show you a whole bunch of stuff that you can use in all kinds of music, not just bluegrass. I try to play a lot of everything when I'm not so crippled up, but watch for that video. Also, that will probably be the next one. Also, got a mandolin a day or so ago that I'm going to dress the frets and set it up. It sounds like it's going to be a killer mandolin. I'll have to find somebody who can play it and demonstrate after I set it up and get the work done to it. But for those of you that like that kind of stuff and like to watch repairs and learn stuff, any mandolin players that that want to learn how to work on their stuff and set the intonation or whatever, dress the frets, that's the main thing I'm going to do to it, but I'm not sure what all I'll get into. Anyway, that will be another video coming up before long. Like I say, the next one will be, it's going to be a whole lot of licks, so if you want to learn a lot of licks, stay tuned for that. I'm going to go out with a little number here just to playing around, and I'll let you decide if you're hearing the guitar or the pickup. Thanks to all my new subscribers, by the way. Oh, dude, I appreciate that so much. You guys hang around. I appreciate you old subscribers that have been around for a long time, and I hope that you find something, you know, that you like, all of you. Like to get more subscribers, comments, and I'll interact as much as I can. I get a lot of inboxes about things. In fact, this was one of them on this Fishman system. Actually, it was a whole bunch of them. So there you go on that. And watch for that video with a shitload of licks in it, because it's I'm going to put a lot of good stuff in there if you want to learn it. Stay tuned and watch for the mandolin repair. More guitar repairs coming up too. Also, one more thing. I'm going to do a review on blue chip picks pretty soon. You might want to stay tuned for that. I don't know how many of you guys and gals like to pay 35 or 50 or $100 a pick. So I just started using this yesterday, and I've used it a lot, and it's not even scratched yet. And I'll tell you what I think of it in another review, so stay tuned for that. You'll like it. You'll like the outcome. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for the support. Cheers, my friends. One more thing, and I promise you I'll shut up after this, and you can go back to your whatever you do. I did a video a good while back about tips and tricks and technique and ways to get the most sound out of your guitar or your instrument. Mainly guitar, because that's what I focus on, but that's another video coming up, and you won't want to miss, because there are all kinds of things acoustic players do wrong. You mute your instrument so much. I mean, there is so much more, and I've learned some new things here lately that's going to shock you. Tony Rice gave me some good information. I'll share that with you. I don't know why he never told anyone this, but I'm going to tell it to you. Just little things that make all the difference in the world, you know, in the sound, the overall sound of your instrument. You want to get everything out of. If you pay $5,000, $3,000, or $1,000, or even $800 for your axe, you know, you want it to sound good. That's what it's all about. You want to get everything out of that instrument that it's capable of giving. And people tend to mute them down so bad and not even know they're doing it. And I'm going to show you ways around that, and there's a lot of ways around it. You will be shocked off your ass how much this stuff will bring your acoustic guitar to life. It'll make it louder. The blue chip pick, in fact, did that a lot. But a whole lot of tips that one of them, the one that I learned from Tony, I'm sure nobody knows, and I can prove that, and I will. So stay tuned for all this stuff. Tell all of your friends to subscribe. Tell them to tell their friends, and so forth and so on. I need more subscribers, man. And let me know if you can tell if that was the pickup or the guitar unplugged in that last tune I butchered. Thanks, folks. Thanks for the support, the new subscribers and old, and I appreciate it. Looking forward to seeing you next time. Cheers. Take care of yourselves.